Okay, what you have here is somebody with advanced sniping, and we're going to be looking at zeros and windage. All right, so that's a 500 meter marker. Right, the 600 is that rail back there, right behind that target. So this is 500 meters where we're at looking at right here, and we'll range it. All right, just about 500 meters. Right, depending on if you're at the board, so or not. Now, the wind is coming from northwest low. That means it's a quarter wind. All right, I'm at the gun range, and the gun range faces east. So a north wind means it's blowing that way. All right, south wind means it's blowing that way. Those would be crosswinds if it was north and south. Northwest means it's blowing that way. Right, so it's going to be blowing back from ahead and to our right to back and to our left. Okay, and that's a quarter wind. And we'll check it as we go here. Now, without rain, and it's like this on Lucky Harms, without weather, you're going to have low winds. And generally, it doesn't really impact. A headwind, which in this case is going to be east or west, coming behind us or coming in front of us, that low isn't going to impact these rounds at all, especially with a 50 cal. All right. A crosswind, north and south low, will. All right. We don't have a lot of heavy winds, which would really mess with your shots. But we're just going to take a look at the impact of wind and zeros here. Okay, so 500 meters. We're zoomed in as much as we can. And the person's an easy target. And you'll see the heads line up, the torsos line up. Okay, so it goes about to mid-thigh there. And right there is the feet. Right, so if this person is crouched, that's probably the size of a crouched person. Right, so the white and black we call paper. That's paper because you stick a piece of paper up there with the target on it, and you glue it or staple it. Generally, we just staple it real quick, and then you rip it off after you're done. You sign it. But that's paper. The pallet behind it we'll call wood, and of course there's the frame. Now, as we're looking at it, right? Of course, since we're looking at it from our point of view, not his heart's going to be over here on the right side. Right? We'll say that's his heart. That's his left shoulder. Right? That's his right shoulder. Right? It's just because he's facing a different direction than we are. So if we hit him in his right shoulder, it's a shot over here. Okay? So here we go. We're at 500 meters with 100 meter zero and no windage. Now you'll notice my dope on the left stays up there. You see that? So when you see all these people with all these kills and they have nothing on the left, do you think they recently got a reading? And do you think it's as easy as this gun range? No, 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 no. You really need that zero. See, I know where to put it, my zero at 500 meters, because I know it's a 500 meter target. But you see that stuff on the left? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's hold our breath and aid him here with a 100 meter zero. Center mass shot. Low. You saw it hit the dirt right there, right? That's because we have a 100 meter zero on it. So let's go to 500 and take another center mass shot. That means just the center of the mass of the target. All right. Take his mass and put it in the center. Now you'll see that was off to the left. All right, that was in the 7 ring. Now why is that? That's because you have a quarter wind coming from my front right to my back left. So it took the shot from the center. No, I think I was just a skosh off to the left. It took it from the center and it took it left, right into his right side, if you were. So we'll take another one. That was a pretty well aimed shot, and it broke the line with the 8, right? So I would have scored an 8 on that. But it's still, that quarter wind low took me off that much. It took me from right in the center at the bottom of his breastbone or sternum, right? Right under there, right in that weak spot where it really hurts if you get punched. And it took it over several inches to just inside where his arm would touch against his side if he was standing there like our little helper right there. So, we're going to check our wind again. Okay, we're still good. Still with a 500 meter zero. Let's put a 600 meter zero on that. And take another well-aimed shot. Now you can see that was high and to the left, so over his right shoulder. That's a miss. That's not a kill shot. And that's because we have a 600 meter zero on a 500 meter target. So we're going to aim high. So if we hit a 400 meter zero, that is low and to the left. You see that? That's because we're aiming at a 400 meter target. Essentially, our weapon thinks it is. And so it's low. Now that could still be a kill shot if it hits him in the thigh, because we got a 50 cal.